Patch notes are now available for Jurassic World Alive 1.14, and there's some new mechanics we need to talk about. Hello and welcome back to another installment of Fodder. In this video we are talking Jurassic World Alive 1.14 update, specifically the new mechanics that are coming soon. I will go into more detail about the new creatures and the stat changes for the current creatures in a separate video that'll be linked here as soon as it is made live, so make sure you check back for whenever that happens. But for now, let's talk about this new mechanic. The new mechanic is called Revenge, and this is kind of the opposite of the no escape or on escape that we saw 2 patches ago. If we look at the patch notes that were released by Ludia today, it says Revenge abilities have some mechanical differences based on whether you lost a creature last turn or not. The first part is used when the ability is played, but if you lost a creature last turn, the second part is used instead. So what this means is you have Dino A that gets taken out by your opponent. You bring Dino B in off of your bench, not a swap mechanic of any kind. You bring it in fresh off the bench. You are going to be given the option to use a revenge move at this time. And it's most likely going to be to your advantage to do such because this alternate ability is going to be improved over the first one. So let's look specifically at these new abilities. The first of these new abilities is Revenge Decelerating Impact. If you are using one of these creatures just in the normal gameplay, meaning you haven't just brought your creature off of the bench, the move is going to be reduce target speed by 50% for 2 turns. Your attack is going to be 1.5 times with a cooldown of 1. But now let's say that you are bringing this off the bench after one of your creatures gets knocked out. You now have the option to use the Revenge version of this move. That new and improved version is going to be reduce target speed 50% for 2 turns. Your attack is going to be 2 times instead of 1.5 times with a cooldown of 1. Additionally, we have Revenge Shattering Rampage. The basic move is going to be destroy shield, attack times 2, bypassing armor, cooldown 1, and a delay of 1. The improved version on a Revenge is going to be destroy shields, attack times 2, bypassing armor, cooldown of 1, but no delay, meaning you can use this on your very first turn instead of having to wait the 1 turn cooldown. The next new move is going to be Revenge Distracting Strike. It is a 1x attack move that is going to reduce your opponent's damage 50% for 2 turns with a 2-turn cooldown. The Revenge version of this move is still going to be a 1x attack, but it's going to reduce your opponent's damage by 75% for 2 turns with the same 2-turn cooldown. Revenge Distracting Impact is a 1.5 times move that is going to reduce your opponent's damage by 50% for 2 turns. The Revenge version of this move is going to be a 2x attack that is going to reduce your opponent's damage 50% for 2 turns with a cooldown of 1. Revenge Impact is a straight up 1.5 times attack with a cooldown of 1. The Revenge version is a 2x attack with a cooldown of 1. Revenge Protection is the next new move. You're going to gain 50% shields for 2 turns on a 1x attack with a 2-turn cooldown. The Revenge version is going to gain 50% shields for 4 turns, a 4-turn cooldown with a 1x attack. And finally, we have Revenge Rampage. It is pretty straightforward as to what this is. It is a 2x attack with a cooldown of 1. And the Revenge version of this is the same 2x attack, only there's no cooldown. So I hope that this all makes sense to you. It's pretty straightforward. You have a move that has a Revenge component to it. We also had 2 new passive abilities added to the game. Simple Rending Counterattack. It is going to deal 25% of the target's max HP damage after receiving and surviving a physical attack. And of note, unlike Shattering Rending Counterattack, this ability cannot destroy shields, nor can it bypass armor. And finally, we have Raking Counterattack. This counterattack is going to be triggered when you receive and survive direct damage. This move is a 1x attack that is going to remove dodge and cloak abilities and bypass armor. So there you have it, the new mechanics and the new passive abilities coming to Jurassic World Live version 1.14. And if you are looking for more information, make sure you are subscribed and you have the alert notifications turned on so you know when the next video pertaining to 1.14 is released. Additionally, there are links down in the description below to the Game Press website where you can get more details about the upcoming 1.14 update to Jurassic World Alive. And remember, I am streaming on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can come hang out. As I do live battles in the arena, Fridays will be geared specifically towards the particular tournament for that weekend. And to know whenever I do go live on Twitch, make sure you are following me on Twitter. As always, links are down in the description below. That's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time. Today's video is going to pit two OG unique creatures against each other. We have Trichosaurus in this corner over here, and we have Magnapirator in this corner over here. And even though this matchup plays out pretty straightforward, it is important to know that a lot of times in matchups, you can overthink things. And what I mean by that is